Elliot is roughly a year old now. It'll be its birthday soon. And a couple of months ago, its birthday would have consisted of taking it to the beach and driving it off a cliff because I was getting a bit annoyed with it. And the reason being, it started playing up after it had 20 hours on. And it went back to my local dealer, and the dealer did everything Elliot told them to, and it wasn't doing anything. And in the end, the whole batch of these machines had been wired up wrong. Hence, once it was getting going, it was malfunctioning. So whoever was doing that Friday afternoon shift in the Elliot factory wasn't doing very well. So they sorted that problem out. It was okay for another 20 hours, and then it started to play up again. So it went back to the dealer, and there was something else wrong, something to do with the fuel getting through. So it was back in there for a week, and then I got it back, and it was no better. And it was starting to annoy me, so I spoke to the guy I bought it off at the dealer, and I said, look, I've checked what rights I have and everything, and unless this machine can be sorted pretty quickly, it's going back, and I want a new one because I like the machine. It's a good machine, but I either want a new one or I want my money back. So he agreed to speak to Elliot, and Elliot agreed to take the machine back to them. So there was obviously no cost because it's under warranty and everything, and they don't really want to give me a new machine and take this back. So it went back to Elliot. It was away for about, was it a week and a half? And supposedly they'd stripped it down and took bits apart and put bits back together and basically checked every nut, bolt, wire. That's what I understand that they were going to do. And they must have found something, because since it came back, it's been brilliant. I've done 40-ish hours with it, and it's never missed a beat. So it just proves that there was something wrong with it, and it's had numerous faults. Now I spoke to a few people at Groundsfest who had the machine. A couple of people were having similar issues, but different types of issues. So they were having problems with the Elliot. So a lot of people keep asking me, are they worth buying? Yes, they're a hell of a machine if you don't get a bad one like I got, or other people are getting. So whether, like I say, it's just this bad batch that's had issues, I don't know. Because people I speak to who's had them long term, who I've spoke to, say that they're brilliant machines and they've never had any issues, which is a good thing. And I haven't had any issues, to be honest, since this was sorted. It's annoying that yes, it's been back a few times into there. My dealer is doing a full service for free, so that's a bit of a bonus. They're gonna service the machine and everything, in with the hassle I've had with it really, and the downtime. That's the word I'm looking for, because while it was out of action, on one side I piled the prunings up because I could pile the prunings up, but on another side I had to go to the tip and take it to the tip, so that was a couple of loads of prunings to the tip. So yes, I would buy it. It's a great machine. It's a great machine, cross-country machine, so it'll go anywhere. Obviously the green waste, it can take anything, even down to, I mean, I've chucked bits of leaves through with privet and stuff. What I would say is branches and branches, like you saw on that little film there, big piles, it can just go all day, and you can just pack it up where you've got the whole drum full. If it's things like privet, you just need to put it through a bit slower, because although it's a machine that doesn't clog, it sort of slows down. So it's just a matter of just not trying to overfill it really, and just allowing it to keep processing all the time, rather than stopping and starting. Not stopping and starting, but the engine slows. And I know it's the design of the engine on the amount of stuff it processes, so when it's fine stuff and it's going through the blades, the machine senses it's getting clogged and working, so it slows it down, and it slows down how much you can put through it. But once you get the hang of a machine, and you know, like Hawthorne you can chuck straight through, for Scythia you can chuck straight through, but with privet you're just chucking it through and then allowing it to rest, chucking it through and allowing it to rest. You're not having to force anything through, unless like there where you've got a big handful and you put it in and 1 or 2 branches across, and then you have to just give it a push. There's no physical work like you have with these small 1,000-pound machines, where you've actually got to stand there and just thread it through constantly. It's good from that point of view. It just takes care of itself. So yes, I would buy one again. Money I think at the time was 11.5 grand. It's about right. It saved a lot of money, and it's the same again. It saves a lot of money, not just in the fact that you're not going to tip, but the fact that you're putting prunings onto shrub beds, prunings onto under hedges and things, keeping down on weeds. So that's A, saving your weeding. B, saving you on weed killer, because you're not having to weed kill these areas if you're putting 2 or 3 inches on. So yeah, it's good from that point of view. Still come back to the same thing though, you must still check prunings, especially when you're pruning trees and stuff, because if you're blasting coral spot under trees and things like that, you just spread the disease. So it's the same again. Anything dead or diseased shouldn't really be going through this machine, and it should be going in a bag and to the dump to get burnt, or however they get rid of stuff. I know the heat's supposed to rot a lot of this stuff down when they take to these composted plants, so you shouldn't be blasting it back on. I know you don't get every bit, and you will from time to time. You won't see stuff on big pruning jobs, but as the best you can to stop other plants dying, just make sure you have a good look and don't spread the diseases. So that's all I've got to say on the Elliot. A lot of people have asked for updates, and a lot of people are interested in buying them, mainly because they're a good price point for commercial guys anyway. I know your domestic guys can't really afford to spend 10-11 grand all the time on these machines. It's a big outlay, and that's why. And it's the same as having work. I mean, this isn't really suited to somebody who just cuts lawns and prunes a couple of shrubs up here and there. You can get away with a £1,000 machine. This is accustomed to people who are in the commercial trade, who've got 2 months of pruning ahead of them, or something like that, or someone who does small tree works all year, not just grass cutting. So any questions on it, same again, just drop me a message, and I'll answer them if I haven't covered everything you're looking for. But thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.